Hey guys, Ryan Gill here with Hunt Primitive. Last week you got to see me take out my oldest son, Donnie, and we did a nice fire materials collection, and then came home and processed out some cordage and made some fire. And today I'm bringing out my youngest boy, Dalton. You looking forward to having fun today, buddy? So what we're going to be doing is we're taking a hike on up into an ancient rock quarry that early man used to, as the name implies, quarry their rock. So this is one of our local rock resources, and so he's never seen it. It's a really interesting looking place, so I figured I'd bring you guys along for the journey. And you never know what we'll find along the way, things that I can teach Dalton in the woods, and then he gets to lay eyes on an absolutely beautiful ancient rock source in a sinkhole. Oh, look at there. What do you think made that hole?
A snake hole?
No. What do you think made that hole? You don't know?
A snake?
No, an armadillo stuck his nose in there and he made that hole looking for worms and roots.
Oh, armadillos are dangerous.
Armadillos are not dangerous.
So,
what is it going to do?
A different animal is dangerous like armadillos.
Did you get your snacks and your juice?
Right.
Okay. You're pretty excited?
I'm really excited. Is there a cup holder in this place though?
Nope. There's not even a single cup holder in this whole truck. Isn't that nuts?
Yeah.
Where it's crazy driving through all this mud, isn't it? We got a lot of rain yesterday. Oh, it's slippery. We'll make it though, right? Do you think we'll get stuck?
No.
Why don't you think we'll get stuck?
Because the wheels are ginormous.
They're not ginormous.
Is this the place?
They're big. This is just, we're just on the way. There's a bunch more woods to drive through. Make sure you're watching for deer though, because remember, this deer can just run right across the road super fast. So you got to be watching. We're gonna drive through all that.
Are you recording?
Oh yeah.
Oh, we might get stuck. Right?
Well, we haven't had to put it in four-wheel drive yet, so I think we'll be okay. But that one was pretty deep.
Could you put us in your pocket?
Sure, let's see what you got. Show us. What is that?
A knife.
Is that, where'd you get that knife? Oh, you hold on to it.
At home.
Who made that for you?
Jason.
Mr. Jason, right?
Yeah.
Because Jason Smith at Hobo Forge makes my Hunt Primitive Skinner knives, the steel knives. And so when he came to visit, he brought both my boys, Donnie and Dalton, each one made out of wood. Here you go, bud.
Okay.
What kind of tracks do you think those are? Isn't that funny? When I brought Donnie out, him and I both saw bobcat tracks.
I think these are bobcat tracks.
That right there, that's a bobcat track, buddy. And you know what's super cool is it came out of the woods right here, and it must have seen a bird or something. I don't see any other tracks, but it came over here and its front feet jumped, but that's its back feet dug in and launched forward, and it started running. And you can see that the tracks are really spread out. I mean, really spread out as this bobcat was running. And I don't know what he was after because I don't see any other tracks on the ground. So he must have been chasing a bird that was flying. All right, buddy, did you notice that the ground is all burned looking?
Yeah.
Did you know people come and they do something called a controlled burn? And that's when it gets too much. When there's too much leaves and underbrush, people come and they actually create small fire to run across and burn it. So this way, if you burn all the small dead bushes and leaves that are all on the ground and the pine needles, and you burn that stuff, that way it doesn't create a huge forest fire. And what it also does is it promotes new growth. See all the new green stuff popping up? So this right here is called Greenbriar, And the deer love to eat the soft, fresh tips of greenbriar. So when they burned all of this down, now all of that new fresh, all these new other fresh vines, I don't even know what those ones are, and they pop up and animals come along and that's what they eat.
So the humans get them some more food?
Yep, it helps. It helps everything. Yeah, this place is usually very, very, very beautiful, and right now it's kind of burned up, but looks like this is where they did the fire and it stopped. I don't see unless the fire just went around this spot, so maybe it's going to be really pretty again. What do you think?
Yeah, it's getting prettier, right?
It is.
Getting pretty, right?
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. We got some beautiful elm trees, and there's some hop hornbeam trees in here.
Let me get up, okay?
Yeah, catch up. He does a pretty good job out here doing this. It's probably about a mile in. He doesn't do a lot of complaining with hiking around, which is good. He's getting to that age where he's not whining every 2 seconds when we don't get somewhere. But this is really starts to open up beautiful in here. Big beautiful live oak tree right here. That's a really, really pretty one. Yep, we're getting close. Down that way is where it starts getting into the sinkhole, but look how beautiful that big tree is. If this wasn't right on a main hiking trail, that right there would be a beautiful spot to stand up on that limb right here and put your back up into that, and you could shoot all the way down into here if there was deer that were walking by. What's that look like?
Looks like.
What does that look like to you? Is that cool? That's a long way down, isn't it? All right, let's go around this way a little bit more. Come on. Let's check over this.
Some rocks.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bunch of rocks around. Let's look around make sure there's no snakes hiding under that log before you step over.
Help.
No, you can get them over. You got it. Good job. We'll walk around just a little bit more, and then we'll be right where we want to be. You walk over here and look down, okay? Stand right here and look down. What do you think about that?
Cool.
Is that cool? That's pretty far down, isn't it?
Can we go the other way down more?
Well, yeah, we'll go down this side. It's a little bit easier. I won't make you go down the steep part. Yeah, look at all the green stuff down there. Do you know what that is?
No.
That's water, all covered in muck and yuck. Oh, here's a really cool plant here. It's right here. It's coming out of the ground. See that one? That's actually coffee. You know how Daddy drinks coffee in the morning? That's a coffee plant.
What does it do?
Well, you can roast the beans and make coffee. But the stuff in Florida doesn't have any caffeine. It's not as good as the real stuff. But it's just a North American version of coffee. Is this place cool? With all the rocks?
It's like a sharp rock.
Oh, well, some of them are. We're going to look. We're going to get to that. It's not all sharp rocks. The sharp rocks are over on that side. We'll walk over there. I just wanted to bring you down in here so you could look up and see how cool it was. But this whole area, buddy, this is a sinkhole, like a really old ancient sinkhole, and so that's all pretty high. It goes up about that high. I know folks on the camera can't really see it, but the actual top of the land is about that high all the way around. This would have all collapsed in at one point, probably in a main center area, like right around here, or probably right here where this pond is probably the main spot that there was a sinkhole. And just over so long of a period that every time it would rain and erode, it just cut in all of these drainages. And it exposed all of this rock that's down here. And this at one point flowed like a river coming out of here. And so at one point this was a much better developed spring, and it flowed, and you can actually follow the ancient river path all the way out. But it doesn't really flow today, does it?
No.
But it's pretty cool to see this, isn't it? You haven't seen anything in Florida that looks like this, have you? Okay. Now you know the sharp rocks that we use at home, right? When we're flint napping? Okay, well this is where some of this stuff comes from, but you know the stuff that Daddy has at home is really pretty small pieces, right? Well, it's a little bit different here, okay, because this area just has bigger pieces, and most of it is just white and brown. So you're not going to see a big pile of the debitage rocks like Daddy has at home, right? This is totally different. You should come look at this, buddy.
Well, you need to come and see this.
Okay, I'll come look first, and then we'll look.
One of the rocks I read, but bigger.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's another big piece of lime rock.
Isn't that cool?
All right, so look, here's a look right by your foot. Pick that rock up.
What's that?
Yep. Pick that one up. That's a big chert spall. See, that one's been knocked off. You can see this was making the bulb of percussion, so that's a chert spall right there. But a lot of it's got cortex on this side, so that's why they threw it down.
That's
so
what's this stuff called again?
Cortex, the stuff that's on the outside. Oh, that's just moss. That green stuff's moss.
I forgot what
See,
it's called.
that's a big chert rock right there.
And here's a big lime rock.
And here's another big chert rock down here. Look at this one, buddy. This one's really cool, and you can see that it's been flaked on too. So it's been hit and spalled. See that? See how that's the sharp rocks? That's pretty neat, isn't it? Can you see more? And it's just everywhere. So there's another one here, and it's mixed in with lime rock. Oh, here's another big boulder. Look at that. There's a big boulder of chert right there.
That would be cool if we find a fossil.
Oh, there's lots of fossils in this stuff.
I wanna find
Look at these here. Whoa, watch your step.
I want to find a fossil.
All right, look at them all here.
What, all the fossils?
Yeah, there's a fossil right there. Look.
Could I have that fossil?
I don't think we could get it out. That's an echinoid. That's what you actually took. You took one of those into your class and showed everybody. That's an ancient sea urchin. It's stuck in the rock. Isn't that crazy? It's wiggling. I don't think I can, honey. It's stuck in the rock.
No, you could.
No, I can't, buddy.
Use all of your strength.
Well, I can't because we'd break the fossil. Use all my strength. That's funny.
I use all my
But you see, look at all the beautiful chert rocks, and that's an echinoid fossil in there. That's really cool. We worked it out. Get that out of the way. I was able to kind of pry up under it. So there it is. That's an echinoid.
Could I have that?
Yeah, that's we'll leave the other rock. We'll keep that one. We'll go home and we'll wash that. That's a cool fossil find. So
why we can't have one fossil and one rock?
Well, we probably can, but a fossil, see, it's not an archaeological thing. That's just a rock fossil.
Do we have both?
I think we can keep that. That would be fine.
Let's keep this and the rock, and that's it. Can we leave?
So that whole big rock right there is chert. And as you look down here, almost all the white stuff, not all the white stuff, some of it's lime rock, but a lot of it is spalled off chert. So that's a big spall of chert there. That's a spall of chert there. You can hear it clinking. That's not a spall of chert. That one is. So that's a nice, just cored off piece. You can see a flake was removed right here. So it's just, this whole place is just littered with this stuff. And so it's really fun to be able to bring the kids along and show them places like this, that early people came and they sourced their rock to make their arrowheads or their spear points or their knife blades. And people for thousands of years came to this place, probably when it was beautiful and all that green muck was probably a big, beautiful blue spring with running water. And at that point, it would have been a wonderful place to live. Even right here, you got rock surrounded by animals, fresh water, running water. It would have been a beautiful place to live, wouldn't it, buddy? So it's important to remember that the rock that, say, I get from my website to sell to other flint knappers, that's not something that we come along to these natural and public resources and collect. And I want to make sure that people know that when we get these big trailers full of rock that we bring home, those are places that are coming out of either mines or construction sites. And so they're literally going to dig this stuff up and get rid of it because it's a byproduct. But that's where that rock comes from, is those new construction sites or limestone mines or something that it's going to happen anyway. So the best thing we can try to do is get as much of that rock as we can, break it up, heat treat it, and send it out to other flint knappers to use. But these types of resources that we have, I'm a believer that we should leave this stuff alone unless it's your own private property. And in that case, you can do with it anything you want. But when it comes to the public land stuff, we really need to leave this alone. So not only we can enjoy it and bring the kids, But they'll be able to bring their kids, and they'll be able to bring their kids. I would love to be able to bring my grandkids out here one day and show them the same exact stuff that I'm showing my son. Special to show you.
What?
But we can't touch it. We can't touch it. Look right there. What is that? Walk over. We can't touch it, but we can look at it.
What's that?
Do you see it? Look, it's right there. What is that? You don't know what that is? Let's not touch it, okay?
Is that a girl?
It's a baby deer, honey. It's a
girl?
fawn.
Is that a girl or boy?
I don't know, but let's not touch it, okay? We're just gonna look at it for 1 second.
Is it asleep?
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave it right there and we're gonna walk away, okay? Bye. That is so cute. We don't want to scare it. It's breathing hard. So let's walk that way and let's leave it alone. So look at there. Walked up on a gorgeous little Florida fawn.
Yeah, I want to pet it.
You want to pet it? I know, but it's important that we not pet it, okay?
Why?
Because it's a wild animal.
Where's Mom be mad?
It can be. I think if you pet it and it smells, the mommy deer smells you on it, I think that's okay. I think that's just something that people say so you don't touch them. But every year we hear about stories that people go hiking in the woods and they find them and then they say, oh, this baby deer is lost in the woods and there's no mommy here. And so they pick the deer up and then they take it away. And the mom is probably hiding over in the woods a couple 100 yards away. And they take the deer away and now the mommy lost the baby. And that deer will be just fine right there. The mom knows exactly where that deer is, where her baby is.
I think they're back.
Yeah. Hey, buddy. Are you gonna be able to get us out of here?
No, I don't know where we are.
I thought you knew where we were. I thought you were the one that was paying attention. You weren't? So how are we gonna find?
I don't remember. I was paying attention.
How are we gonna find our way out?
I don't remember where the way out is.
You don't? How
No.
are we gonna find our way? What do we do? What do we do? If we're lost in the middle of the woods, what are we gonna do?
Call Mom.
Call Mom? You pick out my phone and call Mom? Yeah.
Call somebody.
But Daddy's just kidding. He knows how to get home. I was just joking. Looky there.
What's that?
That, sir, is a blackberry. That one's not gonna be super good. You wanna eat it?
No, have that for Donnie.
No, I'll eat it. Let me look. Yeah, that was a blackberry. Let's see if there's more. You sure you don't want to eat it?
I don't like blackberries.
Oh, you're right. You don't like blackberries very much. Here's one that's not ripe yet. I'll eat it.
Yeah, you're not gonna eat that blackberry over there because it's red and not black yet.
Yep. Other people probably came along this morning and ate a bunch of these. Oh, there's some. Oh, here we go.
I found a raspberry.
It's an unripe blackberry. That's the red.
Raspberry.
You sure you don't want one? They're different than the ones in the store. Try it. You don't want to try it?
Whoa.
That's a perfect one down here. Look at this one, buddy. Oh, I love those. You sure you don't want one? They're different than the ones in the store.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Tastes like a raspberry.
Eat it. You can have it. See, it's good, isn't it? You want one more? There's one back here. You find one?
No.
Oh, you dropped your flower? Here you go. They got you a really good one.
This one. Or this.
Okay. Oh, don't eat that flower.
Yeah.
It's probably.
What's that red?
That's just from the juice. That was really good, huh? Blackberries are yummy. There was one more in here. I just saw it. I want one for myself.
Right there.
Oh, wait. Here's one.
I found one for you.
Did ya? Okay.
Take it. Right there.
That one's not a good one. I got one here. It's a good one.
Could I have one more?
Yep. I'm sure we can find you one more.
One that's good. These are I don't like them, but I like the ones in the wild.
The ones in the wild
Wait,
are
look,
better.
Look at that flower.
Oh yeah, that's a passion flower.
Are they poisonous?
No, actually, some of them get fruits on that you can eat. See, there's a little fruit, but it's not ready.
This one's breaking. You need to get one to grow us food, right?
Oh, and bring one back to grow as food, huh? That's good thinking. That's what people do. We probably won't do that right now from here, but maybe another time we can.
No, let's